Day one of the running streak with the two boys. Time, I don't know if you can see that very well. 9-minute pace. Running is the way to go, guys, if you want to lose weight, spend time with your kids, and be able to keep to some sort of consistent schedule while you are raising children. Wow, I'm also not being able to find good light now. I used to know where all the good spots were. Okay, so first day of my 60-day running streak. First goal is to get through 7 days, then 14, then 28, and then all the way to 60. Editing Danielle jumping in here at 5:30 in the morning. I gave up on the 60-day running streak. I'll explain a little bit more in this video, but my body didn't like running every day, and honestly, not at a point in my life that I can do that. So this became just this 7-day running challenge, which is why that's the title. So sorry for the confusion there. 7 days is the first day. If you've been here a while, you know, I've been a runner for almost 2 decades. I actually thought about this the other day. I'm 28, and I've been running since I was an itty-bitty little kid. Just like I do with my kids. I go out in the stroller and push them. My mom pushed my sister and I in the stroller, all my brothers. You know, running's been a part of my blood since I was born. My great uncle was actually 1986, I believe, Runner World Runner of the Year because he held the record for the Minnesota Marathon for years and years and years. Actually, it was like just a couple of years ago that someone beat it. So Phil Coppis, look him up if you want. But yeah, running's been in my blood. It's a big part of me. My parents' first date was a running date as well. So going back to where my little, you know, trail of thoughts happened there. And it's crazy to me that I have been running almost 2 decades. But I would say recently, I've come a little bit away from running. It's just been a really busy summer. Having the baby in the March, health issues I had this summer, and honestly just work being so heavy and kind of consuming, I got dragged down a lot this summer. So I'm trying to get back at it, you know, get back on path. And I would say that having something like this, a goal, that to work towards. You know, when I'm doing the streak, it's not about running, you know, a 10K every day, which usually I try to go for a 10K when I'm out running, or at least pretty close to it. 5 miles is kind of my, you know, that says the least I want to go. No, this is just about getting out for 10 minutes minimum every day running. Just because I know there are going to be challenges in my life where I can't go for, you know, a 30-minute, 40-minute, hour run, I want to just make sure that this is an attainable goal. So setting it at just getting out for 10 minutes a day to run minimum and having that be like the streak I'm on, I think that's going to be very attainable. I am super excited. Let's kick it off. We're starting here with our 7 days. Day one was today. Great run. Fastest run I've had postpartum. First fall run. As you can tell, I'm in my more wintry gear today. So pretty interesting. It fell down. Okay, I'll pick it up. Well, I got some hot wheeling to do with the kids, so I got to get back at it. I'm not doing this for weight loss, but I do think it's interesting to see progress through. Does it change your body at all? I'm going to assume not too much in 7 days. Day 2, 4 miles in, a little slower than yesterday, 9:04 pace, but it was a recovery run. I thought when I got out there, I thought, you know, if I go too fast right now, I could injure myself and then break this streak. So let's not take it to our top pace every run, like I try to usually do, because I just don't want to get injured. I had a sprained ankle earlier this summer, which is another reason why I was off my schedule. And I don't want to get another one, because that was very painful to recover from. And shin splints too, I started to get. Luckily, switched my shoes. They went away, but I don't want those either. How was it, baby?
Good, good. What is it? That's so good.
Did you like your snacks?
Yeah.
Day 6 of my running streak. Almost to that 7 days. It's been good. I've felt really good every day. The one thing is, though, I've gotten slower each day. And I think it's because I'm in that excessive fatigue mode that you know, you don't get if you skip, like I usually run every other day. So you get like a nice recovery day. So interesting there. We even had some crazy things happen at our house. You'll see in another video. Let's just say a wall fell out of our basement. So look forward to that. But ran through it yesterday anyway. So, you know, feeling pretty proud of myself. Right, guys? You feeling good?
No. Me really good. That video. I know.
Last run of the 7-day streak. We did it. 2.16 miles, 9:16 pace. So like not a record by any means, but I was starting to get a little bit of shin pain, so I wanted to make sure I slowed down because I don't want to injure myself. Running is my way that I clear my head. It's the way that I stay fit. So I don't want to injure myself just for a challenge. So I did taper off a little more than I would have ran this week, but still, most of my runs I think were 4 miles plus, close to 5. I think most of them are almost 5. So, and then I had one that was almost 6. So pretty similar to what I usually run. I usually run about 10K. And like I said at the beginning of this video, I haven't been on a good running schedule, so this has been great. My mind feels so good, so clear, loving it. And I think the kids have enjoyed the Burley runs again too. You like Burley running again?
No. You are really run again. I will really run again.
Okay, I know this video turned to a little bit of a show, but we made it. We made it to the 7 days of running consecutively. And I actually finished that challenge like a week ago, but Eric went out of town, so I have not had a chance to film this. So here we are. Here are the changes that I had that are just kind of insane that I didn't even think about would happen, but they did. Number one, running every day, and I should realize this, running every day made me have worse times. And obviously I knew that was going to happen because I wasn't running where like I was staggering off. I was still trying to get in at least 4 miles a day. You know, some of the days I knew I had to slow down a little bit just because I didn't want to injure myself. By the last day, 7 days, I was like, okay, I don't feel that tired like when I started, but then my times were like 20 seconds more on my pace than a typical time would be for me. So I was just like, okay, this is weird. I mean, I worked out more. I probably should have been better, right? No, I was just fatigued. My watch, I have a Coros watch, was telling me like, you are fatigued. You are training in training overload. Why didn't I listen? Like, that's what my watch was telling me. So originally, I was actually gonna make this challenge go for 60 days. I knew it was gonna be difficult because I have a lot of travel coming up. I decided to push that off till maybe the first of the year. I'll start the 60-day challenge. But one reason was because, I mean, my running fitness level base just isn't where it should have been. I mean, I told you at the beginning of this video, I haven't been running as much as I have previously, so I think it'll be good for me to maybe get in a consistent 4 days a week, maybe 5 days a week, and then do the full-on 60-day challenge, even a 30-day challenge, just to see, because I would like to see the differences. Since I have been running so long, is there going to be a difference in my body, in my speed, in my agility? I don't know. We'll see. I will say, according to my Coros watch, which, guys, if you don't have one of these in your runner, my God, get one. It is so freaking good. But beyond that, one thing I love is it tracks your heart rate. My heart rate actually decreased, resting heart rate, like 7 beats. I already had a low resting heart rate. It was 63. It reduced down 7 beats per minute, so it was 57. So it reduced down like 6 or 7 beats per minute. So it was like 757 is what I was at for resting heart rate, which is awesome. I mean, if I'm in the 50s, that's when I know I feel good. After my ulcerative colitis flare up this summer, where I was having like 120 beats per minute, my heart rate has been a little elevated. It's been more in the higher 60s, which typically, since I am a runner, runners tend to have lower heart rates. I'm typically in the 50s. So it was good to see that number go down again. And I know that's a good sign of health for me because that's where I typically am. So I'm back to like a little bit more of my normal fitness level. Another thing that I noticed, how much clarity I had. I felt so much more motivated to do everything in the day. Eric was commenting, I was making the bed every morning. I have never been a bed maker ever. And he was even saying you were making the bed well. Well, that's like a good compliment because Eric makes beds well. I don't. So that was a really good compliment. I was just a little bit more focused for the day, wanting to be more active and productive. I also went on more like walks with the kids. Now I go on walks all the time with the kids. I know there's like that 1,000 hours outside challenge. My kids probably have actually hit that between how much they're out at my house and my parents' house. Yeah, big believer in that, but I'm just got the kids outside even more, and I got them into running more. They have done some road races, but I got them into even more racing and wanting to run with me. And you know, I'm a true believer that if you can ingrain in your kids just the ability to be able to run, they can do any sport. They have all the agility-based builds that they need, and it's going to make them just a better athlete in general. So James is super into running. I'm keeping that going because it is so good for him. It's good for me to be able to do that with my kids too. And yeah, it was just cool to see. The last big thing that happened to me with the running every day is I got so much less bloated. And I know some of it's ulcerative colitis. I have to be very careful about what I eat. And I've been a lot more careful lately than after one of the strict AIP diet, I took a little bit of a break where I was letting dairy in and like artificial sweeteners in every once in a while. No, cold break. Wanted to make sure that I actually got everything going correctly. So the last few weeks I've really not had dairy. Artificial sweeteners, basically nothing. I think I've had maybe 2 cans of Diet Coke when I was at my parents' house for some activities. But yeah, besides that, I've been trying to keep as clean as possible so that my bloating does go down, and it has went down so much. I feel so good. I feel like I probably am one of the hottest, most fit areas of my life right now, and I feel so darn good about it. I want to keep it going, and after having 3 kids, it's crazy that I actually am the most confident in my body right now than I've probably been ever in my life. And I would say after every child, I've gotten even more confident in my body. So little perk there. Maybe it's I just don't care as much about the little imperfections because who gives a shit? I've had 3 kids. That's a big accomplishment. But yeah, after running for 7 days in a row, I felt good. And the other thing that I thought was interesting is it felt so easy to just continue to do it. I put all this pressure on myself to have to run 6-7 miles a day. If I'm going to go on that run, it better be a really good one. With this challenge, I knew not everyone was going to be good. So I went out and I just like, okay, let's run for fun. And that mentality actually is great for me because I've never had that mentality. So, you know, guys, I don't know. I want to do it more. I want to do another running challenge. I really want to do another running challenge. It really made me feel good and I really enjoyed it. So if you have been hesitating running, just go do it, guys. I know that there's some things you should do in place, like make sure you have good shoes, make sure that you kind of know how to run form-wise, but really just go on your first few runs and kind of test it out and then go from there. But buy good shoes, 100% have that. If you want a video about beginning running, I have some previous ones from years ago, but my views have changed a little bit on intensity and things when you first start running. So if you want me to do a little overview of that, especially running for moms, I think running is the #1 exercise for any mother. I've said it in many, many videos and shorts and Instagram reels. Running is the way to go, guys, if you want to lose weight, spend time with your kids, and be able to keep to some sort of consistent schedule while you are raising children. So if you want a video about being a mom and being a runner, let me know. Put it in the comments down below. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel. Well, I'll be seeing you guys. Bye.